accessible here at church, but yet it was in a shopping area.
We worked at the games and the mazes and stuff they had set up just because we not only needed the River Church to speak to people, but we also needed to show that there were other Christian influences out there to be able to welcome and to reach out to the families.
Well, I remember seeing a guy walk by with a t-shirt on that said Jesus Saves on it. And then I see Corey over there talking to him. I'm like, man, that'd be amazing if we saw him the next day. And we did, because, he was wearing the exact same shirt.
But what was interesting about it was that they are talking about as a family on Friday that, man, we need to get plugged into church. He said that he had moved in March and his wife had moved in June and they yet to find a church. And they said that every person they talked to at the Hullabaloo was from River Church, and they said, so why not come? And they did.
Well, I think that even goes to show how quick God answers prayers. Because he said a couple of days before they were saying they needed to get involved in a church, and that they lived an hour away, and they still came there. And I'm really hoping that they are continuing to go.
And it definitely showed God's work there too, because there was a lot of people working that. I mean, it wasn't just the church. But he made the comment that everybody he met was from the church. I mean, that you can't tell me that wasn't God's work. One thing that really jumped out at me was, I remember a couple of years ago, Josh coming up here and just talking about what they were wanting to do. He knew what they were going to do. They were going to go there to spread the word, but they didn't know where and they didn't know when, but they knew that they were going to do it. And being able to see that actually come together in a legitimate church service and community outreach was just outstanding.
I think personally I gained a lot of perspective in it, and it gained the perspective of having a childlike faith, because there's these families who are leaving where they're from to go plant a church, and they're not going to know the outcome.
I had a chance to talk with several of the people on that team you're talking about that have uprooted their life, and what they said is, you don't know how much it meant just for you to be here. How when I felt close to burnout and man, this is a really challenging work, it's just such an encouragement to know that there are people from other places coming, praying for us. They're very thankful, overwhelmed by the support that our church is giving. But then to be able to go and just help out, the process of setting up and tearing down, was much simpler because we were there to help in that process.
I usually go to these church events that are so big, and for this one to be it was definitely big, but it was small because we only had 8 people. I feel like we all got closer throughout the weekend, but I don't know, it was just an amazing experience to get so close with everybody, but see God's work just through 8 people.